Today I'm going to share with you 5 apps that every RV owner should use on the road. All right, the first app that you should be using is Recreation.gov. This app is set up by the government and it can be used to find both national and state parks. Now they have completely given this app an overhaul and they've made it so much more easier to use. And the one thing that I love about this app is that you can book national and state park campsites directly on the app. You log in with your information and you can book directly on the app. No more having to go on the computer and finding the park and this and that. You can do it directly on the app, which is phenomenal. Also on the app, there is information on tours and hikes, which is fantastic. We all know that there are some hikes out there that require a lottery for you to actually get on the hike. And you can apply for that lottery within the app itself, which is also fantastic. It's really like a one-stop shop that you can use when you are traveling to national and state parks. And Recreation.gov, by the way, is the only totally free app on this list. Now, the next app is Campendium. Now, we've been using this on the desktop for years. Campendium is a kind of like great place for you to be able to review campgrounds and campsites that you may go to. And the thing that I love about Campendium is that it is a kind of like user-generated information database. And what that means is all the reviews and the photos and things on the app are from real users, campers just like you and me. You can go on there, find out how level the site is, find out if it's hard to get into, cell phone coverage. This app is great for finding that campground. It's also a great app for getting to the campground because they have a route planning tool on the app itself, which is also great. So you can find a campground and then get directions to the campground. Now, Campendium does have a free version that you can use, but you can also purchase an annual membership. Check the link in the description below for current prices. Now, the third app that we use very frequently is our Harvest Host app. Now, Harvest Host has blown up in the last 5 years. They have added a bunch of new host locations. I think now at the time of filming this, there are over 5,000 host locations, and that is just with the kind of like base plan. If you don't know what Harvest Host is, it is a service that allows you to camp and bring your camper on local businesses. Mostly things like wineries and breweries, farms are included in there, and the idea is that you camp for free, but you're encouraged to spend a little money at the local business, whatever that could be. Going into the winery, buying a bottle of wine, going into the brewery, having a few drinks, purchasing something from the farm. So often it's such a cooler place to stay than just a typical campground. We've stayed at alpaca farms, we've stayed at Christmas tree farms, we've stayed at breweries, we've stayed at wineries, we've stayed at some really cool, amazing places that we would never have seen if we didn't utilize the Harvest Host app. Now, it is an annual membership. Again, check the link below for current prices. And they have different tiers. Like, for example, we just have the base tier, which just gives us, I think it's a little over 5,000. It's wineries, breweries, farms, and things like that. But you could also add on golf courses, and Boondockers Welcome has merged with Harvest Hosts. Now that gives you even more places to choose from to spend the night. Hey, let me know in the comments below if you use any of these apps. And if there are other apps that I haven't mentioned, let me know in the comments below those apps as well. Now, the app that I would say that we have used most often around here is Roadtrippers. We have been using Roadtrippers for, I would say, 10 years now. Roadtrippers is a trip planning app, and it includes everything. I started off by using the free service, which allowed you, I think it was 4 or 5 stops, and eventually I upgraded to the paid service. And again, link below for current prices. But when you have the paid service, you can have an unlimited amount of stops on your trip. This app allows you to browse through campsites in particular areas. It allows you to search for local attractions, places to see, things to visit, restaurants, gas stations, dump stations, anything that you could be looking for on your travels, you can find it within this app. It also lays out a driving route, which is amazing because that's what we use it for. So we kind of like to drive anywhere between, 300 and maybe 350 miles a day, you're able to kind of map out driving distances and where you would stop if that's kind of the plan you want to stick to. Oh, and another cool feature is that you can share your route with other people. For example, we're planning a trip this summer and we're going with some friends. So we've been able to share back and forth and utilize this tool together, which is pretty cool. It's almost like a Google Doc. We can both work on it simultaneously from different locations. That's amazing. And the last one I'm going to talk about today is Gas Buddy. Now, Gas Buddy is not just for RVers. Gas Buddy can be used by anybody who's driving their car. Gas Buddy allows you to compare prices of gas at different gas stations. And it's real time, which is fantastic. It's another user-generated app, so the prices are being updated by people at that moment. So you go to a gas station, you see that the price is, $3.25 or whatever it is. You input it in there, and then somebody else can look at it and see, oh, they were just at that gas station. This is how much gas costs there. So you can compare different gas stations and get the best price. They do offer a gas reward card of some sort. I haven't used it, so I don't know much about it, but check the link below to find out all the information you need to know on Gas Buddy. Now, those are the 5 apps that we use the most, but by no means are they the only ones we use. Check out this video I created right here on the other apps that we use on our travels. See you on the road.